Hare Krishna, dear devotees, my pranams to you. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to all the Vaishnavas. I'm extremely grateful to His Grace Ujjwala Mataji to give me this opportunity. I'm very grateful to all the Vaishnavas to give me this opportunity so I can say something. I have no qualification, material or spiritual, no knowledge, but somehow the service has landed onto me. I am gratefully accepting this service. There will be many faults in my presentation. As you know, I was the first time Dham goer. What do I know about Dham and the deities there? I pray that you all Vaishnavas forgive for all the faults. Correct me wherever the correction is needed. And shower your blessings on me. That this presentation, this effort, this seva purifies me and takes me one step closer to the Lordship. Vancha kalpatarubhescha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. With utmost gratefulness, I want to share that last winter, we got this opportunity to go for Dham Yatra. Not an ordinary Dham Yatra. We got an opportunity to go with our senior Vaishnavas like His Grace Adityanaran Prabhu, Ratna Radhika Mataji, and very sincere devotee families like Pran Pavitra Prabhu and family, Sadhvi Radha Mataji and family, and not to forget my dear Veda and Renu there. I always wanted to go with senior devotees because I knew, what do I know about Dham? What do I know about the deities there? What do I know about the Vaishnava's mood? I was scared in my heart that knowing myself, knowing my anarthas, will I be allowed to step into Dham? But with so much mercy of the Lordship, of Guru Gauranga and the Vaishnavas, we were not only allowed there, but we got the opportunity to go with our seniors. Have an amazing Dham Yatra. At every step, hear Krishna Katha. And whatever I heard there from His Grace Adityanaran Prabhu and Ratna Radhika Mataji, this presentation is the result of that. So I was just jotting down whatever Adityanaran Prabhu was talking there, just for myself. So at the end of the day, I can remember which places we went. And then after coming here, I thought I will make a documentation so I remember where we went. I can cherish it, revere it. And that's the result that resulted in this documentation. I'm very grateful for Ujjwala Mataji for inspiring me to create an ebook that can be shared with devotees. I'm hoping it can help the devotees who may not get a chance to go with the senior devotees like we got, and it can help them. With my utmost gratefulness and prayers, I will start the presentation. That the Lordships, Sri Guru, Gauranga, and all the Vaishnavas be pleased with my attempt, purify me, and take me one step closer to the Lordship. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. So we will start our virtual Dham Yatra from Sri Vrindavan Dham. And let's glorify the Dham before we enter there. Chintamani prakar sadmashu kalpa vriksha lakshavrateshu surabhir abhipalayantam Lakshmi sahastra shat sambhrama sevyamanam Govindamadi purusham tam aham bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, the first progenitor who is tending the cows, yielding all desire. In abodes built with spiritual gems, surrounded by millions of purpose trees, always served with great reverence and affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis or Gopis. That's our Vrindavan. Vrindavana Ramya Sthana, Divya Chintamani Dham, Ratana Mandira Manohara, Abrata Kalindi Nire Raja Hamsa Keli Kare, Tahe Shobhe Kanaka Kamala. Beautiful Vrindavan is filled with Chintamani gems and many jewel palaces and temples. Many regal swans play in the waters of the Yamuna, and in those waters, a splendid golden lotus flower grows. Shri Vrindavana Dham ki Jai. We will start our yatra here with Shri Krishna Balaram Temple. And in Krishna Balaram Temple, we have beautiful Samadhi Mandir of Srila Prabhupada. We have Shri Shri Gaur Nitai deities there. Shri Shri Krishna Balaram deities are there, and our dearmost Shri Shri Radha Shyamasundar deities are there. Along with these deities, because we visited during the Kartik Mass, we could have darshan of Shri Shri Radha Madhav there. They are the beloved deities of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And the bhajan we sing, Jai Radha Madhav, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote for these deities. I will just increase so we can have darshan of Shri Shri Radha Madhav there. Beautiful, beautiful deities. And then there are three temples. Let's have a virtual tour of them first. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Temple, Shri Radha Govindji Temple, and Shri Radha Gopinathji temples. These deities are the deities of Sambandha, Abhidheya, and Prayojana. So first we'll talk about Radha Madan Mohan Temple. And the deities are Radha Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan means that he who enchants even the Cupid. So this is the temple here, and these are the deities in Vrindavan. These are the Pratibhuti of the original deities, and original deities are in Jaipur. They've been moved to Jaipur. Actually, the deities here in this temple are the Pratibhuti of the temple. There is a lane next to it and a house there. The original Pratibhutis have been moved there. So, just to save them more destruction or any attack there. So these deities of Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govind Dev Ji, and Gopinath Ji, they were constructed by Lord Krishna's great-grandson, Vajranabh, by the description of Mother Uttara, because she was the last one who has seen Lord Krishna. It is said that Radha Madan Mohan looks exactly like Lord Krishna from waist down. And but with time, these deities got lost. And when Advaita Acharya visited Vrindavan Dham, he found these deities in the base of an old banyan tree, and he gave it to his disciple Purushottam Chaube, and Purushottam Chaube gave these deities to Sanatana Goswami. So they are beloved deities of Sanatana Goswami and deities of Sambandha, the process of understanding our relationship with Lord Krishna. So Sanatana Goswami used to do madhukari, begging door to door, and whatever he will get, wheat flour, gram flour, mix it with the water, offer it to deities. And deities asked him that, can you please add some salt to it? They are such dry, you are offering it to me. And Sanatana Goswami replied that this is such a luxury for him. It affects his bhajan. He cannot do that. So these balls are still offered to the Lordship there, and we had an opportunity to honor this prasadam there. And how this temple got built, the pastime about is that there was a rich merchant called Krishnadas Kapoor, and once he was going on a business to Agra, and his boat got stuck here in Yamuna. Then the Lord Krishna, in a small cowherd boy, came to him and said, there is a sannyasi here, Goswami here. Why don't you go and ask him, talk to him about it? He went to Sanatana Goswami, and Sanatana Goswami said, I do not know anything. You go and pray to Madan Mohanji. And he went and prayed to them. and somehow his boat got released, and he went to Agra and make a big profit. So when he was returning under the direction of Sanatana Goswami, he constructed this big temple of Radha Madan Mohanji there. We have the Samadhi Mandir of Srila Sanatan Goswami in Radha Madan Mohan temple. We'll go to Radha Govindji temple now. Radha Govindji are the deities of Abhideya. They reveal how to execute devotional service. They are the beloved deities of Rupa Goswami. These are the deities in Vrindavan. We have Govindji, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Jagannath, Lord Jagannath there. And the original deities are in Jaipur, Shri Radha Govindji deities here. So again, they were built by the Lord Krishna's great grandson, and they got lost with time. So when by the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami came to Vrindavan, and he was searching for all the deities. He was searching for Govindji, but he could not find it. He prayed to Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Krishna came in the form of a Brijvasi boy, and he said, over the top of the hill there is a cow, and she comes every day and empties its milk, the whole udder of the milk on a hole. And Rupa Goswami went with the boy there, and when he saw, he fell into ecstasy. Radha, the Govindji was there. He could see the beautiful deity of Govindji. He took them out and established them. Then moved ahead. Sorry. And this construction of this temple was done by this disciple Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, Raja Man Singh. It had 7 stories at that time initially, but it got invaded multiple times, and it was plundered by Aurangzeb, and now it has just 3 stories left there. It was moved to Radha Kund, and then the original deities were moved to Radha Kund, and then Kamevan, and then to Jaipur to save them from invasion and destruction. We will move to our Sri Radha Gopinath temple, Sri Radha Gopinath. They are in Vrindavan. I want to show these deities to you, and look at the smile of Radha. I can never forget when I saw the smile of Radha Gopinath ji here. And the original deity of Radha Gopinath, this is the darshan of Gopinath deities in Jaipur. So Radha Gopinath, they are the he's the master and the proprietor of gopis. He represents the Prayojana Tattva, and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is the Prayojan Acharya. So once these deities were lost with time, then the disciple of Gadadhar Pandit, Paramananda Bhattacharya, he found these deities under the Vamshivata. The Vamshivata got uprooted due to the overflooding of Yamuna, and he took a branch of it and thought of planting it again, and that's where he found it. And then he gave it to his disciple, Sri Madhu Pandit. So Sri Madhu Pandit, they are the deities of actually Sri Madhu Pandit, who did the service of Sri Radha Gopinath. One important thing about Radha Gopinath is we see, and there are Srimati Radhika here, and the other is Ananga Manjari. Usually we see that Sri Radhika is on the left side of Krishna, but here in Gopinath temple, Sri Radhika is on the right of Gopinath, and left is the Ananga Manjari. It is said that once Janva Mata, Ananga Manjari or Janva Mata, who is Nityananda Prabhu's wife, came for darshan here, and he saw Radha. This is Radharani's deity here. It is unusually a little smaller than usual deities, and she thought that a taller deity would have been really nice. And that night in her dreams, Gopinath instructed her to arrange for a taller deity, and Srimati Radhika also instructed her to arrange for a taller deity. It is said that at the end of her pastime, Janma Mata, She manifested herself into the deity, and she established herself into a deity. And she asked the pujari of the Gopinath temple to establish that deity with the Gopinath. Initially, the pujari was hesitant, but then Gopinath came into the dream and said, "That is my dear Ananga Manjari. Please place her to the left of me and Radhika to the right of me." So this is, I think, if I'm not wrong, this is the only temple where Sri Radhika is on the right of Gopinath, and left we have Ananga Manjari here. Yeah. We'll move to Sri Radha Ramanju temple. Sri Radha Ramanju are the beloved deities of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Gopal Bhatta Goswami was the son of Venkata Bhatta. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he visited South India, and during the Chaturmas time, he stayed at Venkat Bhatta's house, who's the chief priest of Ranganath temple. And at that time, Gopal Bhatta served along with his father, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very pleased with the service. And he said to Gopala Bhatta that after the disappearance of your parents, you go to Vrindavan and join Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. So at the age of 30, after the disappearance, after the death of the parents, Gopal Bhatta Goswami left for Vrindavan and joined Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami there. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami went to Puri to visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but Gopal Bhatta Goswami could not go. Later, he came to know that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has finished his manifested pastime in this world, and he was very morose, very sad about it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came into the dream and he said that if you want to worship me, go to Nepal, and take bath in the Gandaki river. So he did the same. He went there, and after taking the bath, his pot got filled with 12 shaligram sila. And he took them out. And this happened 3 times. When third time his pot got filled with the shilas, he thought of it as a divine arrangement. He brought them to Vrindavan and worshipped them. So one time, a wealthy devotee came, and he was selling the dresses and the ornaments of the deities. And looking at that, Gopal Bhatta Goswami has deep desire to worship the Gopal form, and he prayed to the Shila, and he was meditating on the Narsimha pastime, Lord Narsimha's pastime, how Lord Narsimha appeared from the pillar, and he prayed to the Shila. And next morning, we can see here a picture of Gopal Bhatta Goswami praying to the Shila. Next morning, the Damodar Shila, it got converted into beautiful deity of Radha Ramanju. The Sanatan Goswami and Rupa Goswami came, and they were astounded by the beauty of Sri Radha Ramanji. And they said that Radha Ramanji is exactly like Radha Madan Mohanji from waist down, from waist to chest, exactly like Gopinathji, and the beautiful face is like Govind Devji. So next to this Radha Raman temple, there is a small house there. You can see the picture here, how Shila converted into the Radha Raman deity. There is a small house there, and you can see the tree here. This is the tree where Gopal Bhatta Goswami used to hang all his 12 Shilas. So we could visit and have a darshan of that. Then we'll go to Sri Radha Damodar temple. Sri Radha Damodar are the deities of Srila Jiva Goswami. Srila Rupa Goswami personally carved those deities and went to and gave to Srila Jiva Goswami. So I'm not sure if it is visible here. So these are the Radha Damodar deities. And then we have a Lalita Sakhi there. And here in the altar, we have other deities like Sri Radha, Vrindavan, Chandra, who are Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's deities. And then we have a Giriraj Shila here, which was given by Lord Krishna to Sanatana Goswami. So, in this, the Radhika deity and the Lalita deity, the pastime about them is that a fisherman found them when he was on a fishing expedition, and he in Bengal, and he gave it to the king, the deities. And I think the Lord Krishna appeared in the dream and asked them to be sent to Sri Radha Damodar here, and that's how these deities of, and they revealed the identity that one is Lalita Sakhi and one is Sri Radhika, and that's how we got these deities here. Then the Giriraj Shila here, it is given by Krishna to Sanatana Goswami, and we can have a darshan of this Giriraj Shila here. This Giriraj Shila has footprint of Krishna. If you can see here, it has a walking stick, a flute, and a hoof print of calf embedded in this Shila. This Shila was given to Sanatana Goswami by Lord Krishna himself. So Sanatana Goswami was very old, and even in the old age, he had a vow of doing Govardhan Parikrama every day. So once Lord Krishna appeared to him and he said, Baba, why do you have to do that? And Sanatana Goswami said that this is my vow to do that. And he said that I have a proposal for you. I can give you a Govardhan Shila with the imprint of his foot there, and you can have it and circumambulate this. So Sanatana Goswami took it as a mercy of Giriraj himself, and from that day he started circumambulating that Shila. So that Shila is there in this Sri Radha Damodar temple for the darshan. Sri Radha Damodar is, we have the Samadhi Sthali, Samadhi Mandir of Srila Jiva Goswami there, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Samadhi Mandir there. We have Srila Rupa Goswami, Samadhi Mandir, and Bhajan Kutir. Sri Radha Damodar temple is a very, very special temple. All these Goswamis used to come there to discuss Krishna Katha and to discuss how to spread this Krishna consciousness. So there is this Panchatattva deities there, and right in front of that there is a place made in front of it where it is said that all the Goswamis used to wash their feet, and we can see the foot dust there. This is the place where our dear Srila Prabhupada, he lived before coming to US there. So there is Srila Prabhupada's kitchen there where he used to honor prasadam by looking through the window, looking at Srila Rupa Goswami's Samadhi Mandir and Bhajan Kutir. There is Srila Prabhupada Bhajan Kutir where he chanted his japa and he translated Srimad Bhagavatam there. There is a letter of Srila Prabhupada there in this, and many personal belongings of Srila Prabhupada in Sri Radha Damodar temple. This letter says that Srila Prabhupada eternally reside in the rooms of Radha Damodar temple. So very, very special temple, Sri Radha Damodar. We'll go to Srila Radha Gokulananda temple. So Sri Radha Gokulananda temple, if we enter from here, from the left side, I don't know if you can see my arrow. If we are entering, the left side is Samadhi Mandir of Srila Loknath Goswami, Srila Narottam Das Thakura, Srila Ganga Narayan Chakravarti, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And on the right side, we have temple where we have the deities of Shri Radha Gokulanand, who are the deities of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Radha Vinod, who are the deity of Srila Loknath Goswami, and other deities I have mentioned here. And it also have a Shila which was given by Mahaprabhu to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. So this place is the Bhajan Sthali of Srila Loknath Goswami. So with time, the Radha Vinod temple got deteriorated. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, who used to worship Sri Radha Gokulananda near Radha Kund, he brought the deities Sri Radha Gokulananda at this place and constructed a temple, and both the deities were worshipped here at this place. Yeah, and this Govardhan Shila, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to wear it, and he used to hold this Shila while chanting, and the tears from his eyes used to do abhishek of this Shila all the time. And this Shila was given to Raghunath Das Goswamis by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is also there in this temple. This temple, as I was saying, that one side is the Samadhi Mandir of various Goswamis. So here, Loknath Goswami Samadhi Mandir, Srila Narottam Das Thakur Samadhi Mandir, and other Samadhi Mandir here you can see in this picture. I have just added a Vrindavan map here just to have an idea how these temples are located. Here is our Krishna Balaram temple, ISKCON temple. And if we go here, this is Radha Madan Mohanji temple, Sri Radha Damodar temple, Govindji temple. This is Radha Gopinath temple, Radha Gokulanand temple, and Radha Madan Mohan. So these three temples are at one side here. So this, then we got a good fortune to visit Yatra. That is about an hour, 45 minutes, an hour from Vrindavan by bus. And this is the place of Radharani's husband. And there is a kund called Kishori Kund there. I think in the whole Yatra, this is the cleanest and most pristine kund I found. And this is the place where Srimati Radharani used to take bath. And one side is this Kishori Kunda, and the other side is this beautiful temple of Sri Kishore and Kishori. I want to enlarge it and show it to you, the beautiful deities here, Kishori temple. So we had a good fortune of hearing Katha in between Kishori Kund and the Kishori temple by His Holiness Indradyumna Swami Maharaj. And the gist of the Katha is that once Kamsa came to know about Radharani and he wanted to have her, he came to this place. So before meeting Radharani, Lalita Sakhi asked him to take bath in this Kishori Kund. And once he took bath here, he turned into a gopi. And he didn't like it. He wanted his position as a king back. So Lalita Sakhi took him to Radharani, and Radharani turns him back as a king. So devotees come here, take bath in this Kishori Kund, and pray to get the Gopi Swarupa. From Yatra, we went to Ter Kadamba, which was, I think, around half an hour from them. So it is situated between Yavat and the Nandgaon. And Ter means calling. So Lord Krishna on a Kadamba tree used to, from there, he play his flute to call gopis and cow. At the end of the day, when he has to bring all the cows and take them back to home, he used to play his flute. And that's why this place is called Ter Kadamba. The deities here are Krishna Balaram deities. And our Rupa Goswami, he came and did bhajan at this place, and he wrote these valuable gems here, like Ujjwala Nilamani, Lalita Madhav, Dan Keli Kaumudi, and Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There is a beautiful pastimes of Srimati Radharani and Rupa Goswami at Ter Kadamba. So once Sanatan Goswami visited Rupa Goswami, and Rupa Goswami has a desire to offer sweet rice to Sanatan Goswami, but he didn't have any ingredient. He had a very strong desire and wish that he could serve that to Sanatan Goswami. So a little girl came to Rupa Goswami and she brought all the ingredient and she said, "My mother has sent this to you." Rupa Goswami prepared sweet rice and offered it to the deities and gave to Sanatana Goswami. Once Sanatana Goswami honored that, he understood that little girl was no ordinary girl, but Radharani himself. He chastised Rupa Goswami, saying that we should not be taking service from Radharani. We should be serving Radharani. And then both they honored the ecstatic prasadam Radharani has brought to them. So that is about Ter Kadamba. I hope the flow is going okay and everything is okay. You can hear me okay, see it okay.
All good. Please keep going.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we'll move to our Govardhan Parikrama here. So this is the map of Govardhan Parikrama. As you can see, it is said that Govardhan is like a sitting cow. So if we can say this is the face of the cow, so this is the tail of the cow. Or we can say it's like an 8 here, like this first half of the 8 and then second half of the 8, like that. These are the places we visited during our Govardhan Parikrama: Kusum Sarovar, Narad Kund, Chakaleshwar, Manasi Ganga, Haridev Temple, and some more. And we'll briefly go about them. So we started our yatra from Kusum Sarovar. It is somewhere here. That's where we started it. So Kusum Sarovar, as the name said, that Radharani used to come here to pick flowers. And Lord Krishna and Radharani had pastimes. Lord Krishna used to decorate Radharani with flowers, used to make her braid here. There is a beautiful temple of Radha Van Bihari at Kusum Sarovar that shows Lord Krishna making braid for Radharani. I want to enlarge it and show it to you. Here, these are the deities here. So you can, if you look closely, this is Lord Krishna, and there is a comb here. And this is Radharani, has a mirror here. So it has a painting also that's showing Lord Krishna is making Radharani's braid, if you can see here. So, yeah. So this is our Ban Bihari temple here at Kusum Sarovar. Then right across this Kusum Sarovar, there is Narad Kunda. So Narad Muni did tapasya here, and he took bath in Kusum Sarovar, and he turned into Naradiya Gopi. And later on, he write like Narada Bhakti Sutra at this point. We did not go inside, visit it, but from outside, we had a darshan of this place. After that, the next stop is Manasi Ganga. As the name said, the Ganga manifested through the mind of Lord Krishna. So the pastime here is that once Lord Krishna, when he killed Vatsasura, and after that, he went to Radharani, and Radharani said, "Oh, you cannot come close to me. You have killed Vatsasura. That's a calf demon, and you have to atone for that. You have to take bath in Ganga." And our dear Nandana, he never leaves Vrindavan. So he manifested Ganga from his mind there. It is said that once Nanda Maharaj and other Brajavasis used to go and take bath in Ganga. And Lord Krishna said, no, Manasi Ganga is Ganga himself. And Ganga came out and offered obeisances to Nanda Maharaj and Lord Krishna there. There are many boat pastimes that happened at Manasi Ganga. I'll go through it very briefly. That Radharani and other gopis, they used to cross Manasi Ganga and go other side to sell their milk product. And while coming back, they needed a boat to cross over to reach home. And Lord Krishna came as an old boatman. And he negotiated with Radharani and all the gopis. And in that negotiation, he took lot of their milk, had lot of their milk product in the first place. And once they started, Lord Krishna started rowing the boat. And in the mid of the Manasi Ganga, he said, "Oh, this is too heavy here. I think you have to throw all your milk product so we can row nicely. Otherwise, the boat will sink." And gopis had to throw that. And then again, he stopped and he said, "Oh, it is again too heavy. I think you have to take away all your jewelry and all your clothes." Gopis got angry and said, "If you don't row it, we're going to throw you in the water." Again, he moved ahead and it started thundering. The big clouds came and Lord Krishna was rowing it like that as the boat was rocking. All the gopis, Radharani, were very scared. So Radharani came and held Lord Krishna. And as soon as she held Lord Krishna, all the clouds got cleared. And gopis are wondering what's happening. And Radharani knew that this boatman is no other than dear Lord Krishna. She took out the bamsi from his waist and showed it to the gopi. And then later they had many beautiful boat pastimes here in the Manasi Ganga. From Manasi Ganga, we go to Chakaleshwar Mahadev. So Chakleshwar Mahadev is one of the Dikpal of Vrindavan. So there are 5 Dikpals. One is Bhuteshwar Mahadev in Mathura, Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan, Chakleshwar Mahadev in Govardhan, Kameshwar Mahadev in Kamyavan, and Nandeshwar Mahadev in Nandagaon. So here if I increase this one, you see that there are 5 Shivlingas here. They represent the 5 heads of Lord Shiva. And another pastime here is that we just heard Govardhan Katha yesterday, and I was feeling very amused when hearing that Katha, that we'll be talking some of them here today also. That Lord, when the Govardhan Hill pastime happened, Lord Krishna ordered Sudarshan Chakra to come over the Govardhan and dry it, so that the Vrajvasis don't get drawn by the torrent of rain. So that's what that's the seva Sudarshan Chakra did. And after the pastime was over, he requested Lord Krishna to give him the place in Vrindavan. And this is the place that was given to Chakra, and that is why it is called Chakreshwar, which is later on became Chakaleshwar Mahadev there. Our Sanatana Goswami, he came and he did bhajan here. So there is a bhajan kutir of Srila Sanatana Goswami here. It is said that there were so many mosquitoes there that Sanatana Goswami was not able to do his bhajan, and he was almost decided to move. Lord Shiva came to his dream and said that there won't be any disturbance. He will make sure. And it is said that there are no more mosquitoes at Chakratirth anymore after that. From the Chakleshwar Mahadev, will go to Srila Haridas Thakur Haridev ji. So once Radharani and Gopis came to meet Krishna at Manasi Ganga, and Krishna was late coming, and they started calling out Krishna by name Haridev. That's another name for Lord Krishna. And Krishna manifested in the Haridev deity form. So this is the deity where Lord Krishna is holding Giriraj Govardhan. One hand is left up here, and from that time, the service of and the worship of Haridev ji is established here. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Vrindavan, he did ecstatic kirtan here at this place. Then the next stop is Anior, and again we heard the katha yesterday how Krishna insisted on worshipping Govardhana, and to instill the faith in Vrajvasis, he went inside the Govardhana and he accepted all the offerings Vrajvasis did. And he said, Anyor, Ar Anna, Aranyo Ashe, bring more. So that's why this village is named as Anior here. Yeah, so at this place, we have Govind Kund, as we heard the katha yesterday, that after the Govardhan pastimes, Lord Indra was very ashamed of what he did. And Brahma asked him, you should go and beg for forgiveness to Lord Krishna. So Indra came with Surbhi here. So it is this is the place where they did Abhishekam of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was named as Govinda, as we heard in the Katha yesterday. He is already Govinda, but he was again name-giving ceremony, and Abhishek happened. Lord Brahma became the priest here. He did the Arati. Lord Shiva came, and all other Devatas came here. And all the Gopas also came looking for their cows and calves. And later on, when they were asked, they said, yeah, we witnessed something very strange. A cow was talking to our dear Krishna. A 4-headed person was doing arati. A 5-headed person came, that is Lord Shiva. A person with eyes all over the body was also here and offering obeisances, that Indra. And that is how they described this pastimes here to the Vrajvasis. So because the name Govinda is given in the Abhishek was done of Sri Krishna, of Govinda, that's why it is called Govinda Kund here. At the Anior, we have the Bhajan Sthali of Madhavendra Puri. And we know the pastime of Madhavendra Puri, how he did his bhajan, and he was Ayachak Vritti Goswami, and how Lord Krishna came and gave milk to him. And then in the night he came and he said that I am in that forest, under the forest, and I have gone through many severe weather, and please take me out. And how Madhavendra Puri took out with the help of Vrajavasis and established the worship of Gopalji on the top of the hill there. So Bhajan Kutir of Madhavendra Puri is here in the Anur temple. These are some of the pictures of our beautiful Giriraj here. And I don't know if you can see here. So devotees go there and they make small houses. And it is said that when you make a house here, you make sure you have a house in the spiritual world. So I made it along with our dear Veda and Renu. This is the house here, which we three of us made there. So then we have Puchri. Puchri means the tail. So as we saw the map of Govardhana, the tip, the other side of tip of the Govardhana is called Puchri, or the tail. And we have a temple called Puchri Ka Lota there. And the pastime is that Lota Baba is the friend of Lord Krishna. And once they came here on other cowherd boys, and they were playing here, and then Akrura came to get Lord Krishna to Mathura. And Lord Krishna promised that he will come back. And with that promise, he left for Mathura. It is said that Lota Baba waited there, and he waited for his dear friend whole life. And it is said that he's still waiting for his dear Lord there. And he has a firm belief that Lord Krishna will come there. So at the end, we have this Puchrika Lota temple there. Then we had Naval Kunda and Apsara Kunda, and then Surabhi Kunda again. So after the Surabhi, the pastime, the Abhishek of Lord Krishna, Surabhi dwelled here in Vrindavan till the manifested time of Lord Krishna to witness the confidential pastimes of Nikunja. So later, of Lord Krishna's in the Nikunjas. So later, Brajanath created the Surabhi Kunda in the memory of Surabhi cow there. It is said that whoever takes bath there, his sins and offenses are dispelled, and one obtains the love of Braja. Then we have this Uddhava Kunda. So we are now going back to where we started. We have reached back to where we started. The Kusum Sarovar, right at the back of the Kusum Sarovar, we have this Uddhava Kunda and the Uddhava temple. It is said that Sri Uddhava resides here in the form of shrubs and grasses, so that the gopis' foot dust get always sprinkled on him. And our last stop, our eternal stop, is at Radha Kunda and Shama Kunda. Here we have the Samadhi Mandir of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. We have the Giriraj Jihva Mandir, and the pastime of Giriraj Jihva Mandir is that Srila Raghunath Das Goswami wanted to dig a well so that the Vrajavasis don't wash their clothes in Radha Kunda. And when they were digging, they hit a Shila. And when they hit a Shila, a blood started coming out. And Raghunath Das Goswami stopped the digging there. And in the dream, Lord Krishna came and said, Giriraj is non-different than me. And the Shila you hit is the Jihva of Giriraj. And he asked them to establish a temple for the Shila. And this is the temple of that Shila, that is the Giriraj Jihva there, and it's called Giriraj Jihva temple. We have now we have reached at the Radha Kunda and Shama Kunda, Shri Radha Kunda and Shama Kunda ki jai. The pastimes of Radha Kunda and Shama Kunda is that once Lord Krishna, when he killed Aristasur, who is a bull demon, when he came to Radharani, he said, "Oh, you killed bull, so you have to atone for your sin. You have committed a sin." And Lord Krishna asked him, "How can I do that?" So Radharani said, "You have to take bath in all the tirtha." And Lord Krishna, he just dig a kunda there from his heel. And he summoned all the tirtha to come and fill the water in the kunda. And after all the tirtha came, water is there, he took bath. And then he went to Radharani. And then he started boasting about his kunda, how beautiful it is, how glorified he is, how good his kunda is. Hearing that, Radharani said, okay, she will have her own kunda, will be more beautiful and more glorious than Shama Kunda. And Radharani and Gopis started digging their kunda through their bracelets. And they decided to get water to fill the water from Manas Ganga. And Krishna said, you can take water from Sham Kunda, but they didn't agree. Then Lord Krishna ordered all the tirthas to request Radharani to take the water from Sham Kunda. And all the tirthas, they praised, glorified Radharani and the Sakhis. And Radharani agreed to take the water from Shama Kunda. And this is how all the water from Shama Kunda entered into Radha Kunda. And Krishna bathed in it, and he said, Radharani, that this kunda will be the most famous place in the world, and he would daily take bath in her kunda. And Lord Krishna declared that Radha Kunda is as dear to him as Srimati Radharani. Radha Kunda is the personified love of Srimati Radharani. Whoever takes bath in it will be dear to him as whoever takes bath into him will be dear to him as Srimati Radharani. With this, we conclude our Vrindavan Dham Yatra. I will just take a pause for a minute and see if you have some comments on it before we move on to our Mayapur Yatra.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for sharing all the memories, Mataji. It was so beautiful. You presented in a very, very good way. So I think we are very thankful for all the efforts and the time you spent on this. This is going to be the most memorable thing for our life, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Same here, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you. If it okay, dear devotees. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very well explained all the Vrindavan, the places of pastimes. I have been there with the devotees, along with the devotees, a few times. And it's a kind of a revision for me. I've been forgetting things, but you reminded all those places very well. And
thank you so much.
And credit, I should say, credit also goes to Ujjwala Mataji for training all her followers.
All credit goes to our senior devotees under whose training we are learning here. Prabhu, you are very kind. I am the first time goer. What I heard, I just put it here. Don't know much about it. Thank you for your kind words.
Hare Krishna.
We will, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. We will move to our...
Yeah, thank you, Mataji, for sharing this. I didn't join on the time, but it's good. Before I go to the Yatra, will be good. I'm going to watch it again a couple times just to make sure that I see all those places when I go, when God's mercy is on me to go and see his places. But thank you so much for explaining. And you posted all this, taking time and posting all this in the trade for us to have that reason before we go. So thank you so much. And thank you for Radhakund water. You brought it for me. I have it. I will remember you forever. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. Though you had sent all these while you were traveling, you sent us all the pictures that you wrote the stories also, and I was following those. The only thing I have not done is Govardhan Parikrama. Because of my age, I think so I won't be able to do it. But next time, if I am over there, I'll try to do it. I may go for the Parikrama, not walking, but through a vehicle. Because my wife also wanted to do, but now she is no more there. But at least I'll go and try if I can do it. Thank you very much, Mataji, for all the historical events you have narrated today. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you for the kind word. We'll move to the Mayapur Yatra, dear devotees. I'll quickly. This is Vrindavan. Oh, Vrindavan. Let's glorify Mayapur Dham before we enter there. Jai Jai Navadvipa Chandra Sachi Sutta, Jai Jai Nityananda Raya Avadhuta, Jai Jai Shri Advaita Prabhu Mahashaya Gadadhar Srivasa Pandit, Jai 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 Navadvipa Dham Sarva Dham Sar, Jai Navadvipa Vasi Gaur Parivar. All glory to Navadvip Dham, the best of all abodes. All glory to the residents of Navadvip, the associates of Sri Gaura. It's by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So Navadvip Dham, as the name says, it has 9 dweep there, 9 islands of Navadvip Dham. It is around 130 kilometers from Kolkata. And the 9 dweep, they are Antardweep, Simantadweep, Godrumadweep, Madhyadweep, Koladweep, Ritudweep, Dweep, Jahanudweep, Modramadweep, and Rudradweep. Each of the dweeps, they represent one of the 9 processes of bhakti. Out of these 9 dweep, we could go for darshan of 4 of them: Antardweep, Simantadweep, Godrumadweep, and Koladweep. If this is the map here of the 9 islands, and the innermost, the round circle you see, it is Antardweep, and that is where Sri Mayapur is. And this Sri Mayapur is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we will go to Antardweep first, and these are the places we're going to visit in Antardweep: Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Temple, Yogapeeth, which is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srivasagan, Advaitacharya Bhavan, and Chaitanya Mat. So Mayapur Chandrodaya Temple, we do almost daily the darshan of our dear deities there. It has Panchatatvas, Sri Radha Madhav, and Ashtasakis, larger than life deities. And so this Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Temple, it's a big complex, I think 2 to 3 kilometers of, it's a ISKCON establishment there. Within inside, it has the temple, and it has places to stay, it has places to shop, places to honor prasadam also. So within the campus itself, everything is there. And the environment, I can never forget there. At 3:30 in the morning, if you are not up and running to the temple, you feel weird that everybody is up in their dhoti kurta and saris and running to the temple for Mangalarti, and the temple is full with Mangalarti, surcharged with devotion. Such an environment we have in Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Temple. We have deities of Sri Narasimha Dev there. And then just next to it, adjacent to it, is our new temple, TOVP, Temple of Vedic Planetarium, is coming up, which is going to open, I think, by the end of this year. It is going to be the largest modern Vedic temple in the world. It is temple and planetarium both. And when we say planetarium, so the way the 3 planetarium system has been explained in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the 3D model of that system will be represented here. If you see here in the big blue dome, it will be represented, a 3D model of that planetary system will be represented here. Within the campus, we have Srila Prabhupada Pushpa Samadhi. It's very huge. It looks very small here, but it's a huge structure, and within that it has Srila Prabhupada's many belongings also, and kind of a museum there. Within that, we have many samadhis of our Gurujanas. Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj's Pushpa Samadhi is there. Srila Bhakti Charu Maharaj Purna Dehi Samadhi is there, to name a few. Then we'll move to Yoga Pitha, which is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This place was discovered by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And later he constructed a temple here, and the deities are Sri Mahaprabhu and his consort Vishnupriya, Lakshmi Priya, and Radha Madhava. This is the picture of the neem tree where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born. If you see here, this neem tree, and then it has a Kshetrapal Gopeshwar Shiva there, and it has a Samadhi Mandir of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And then we move to Srivas Angana. So how these are situated, let me just show you so we have some idea which direction we are moving. So this is the Temple of Vedic Planetarium here, and on the same road, if we keep going, this is the Yoga Pita, birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then Srivas Angan, which we'll talk about, and then Sri Advaita Acharya Bhajan here, and the mutt which we are talking about is right here on the other side of it. So we'll go to Srivas Angan now. Srivas Angan is the place where the first Sankirtana movement started. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to do ecstatic kirtan with his close associates here in Srivas Pandit's home. So, and then it has a temple there, which has 3 altars. On the left side, we have Sri Radha Krishna and Lord Chaitanya. And on the middle, we have Mahaprakash Leela. And on the right side, we have Khor Dangal Leela. So just to say a few words for Mahaprakash Leela. So although Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always presented himself as the devotee of the Lord, but once in Srivas Pandit's home in this place, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the darshan of his divine form for 21 days, and he allowed all the devotees to worship him and accepted their offerings of flowers and gifts. If you can see here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting in middle here. Lord Nityananda is holding the umbrella. Gadadhar Pandit is fanning here. So in 21 days, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this darshan to the devotees and fulfilled the desire of the devotees. And the right altar is the Khor Bhangar Dang Leela presented. So the magistrate Chand Kazi, once he was passing by, and he heard the loud kirtan of the devotees, and he thought it as a disturbance. He went inside and chastised the devotees and broke the mridanga. When devotees told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about it, he became very angry, and he ordered all the devotees to come out with torches and instrument. And this is how the first Sankirtan movement on the road started. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu led that with kirtan, led himself with kirtan, and they all came to the Chand Kazi's home. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu let him know that they have reached there and they mean no harm to him. And Chand Kazi came outside. First, he became very scared and hid himself. And then he came outside. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they had a cordial conversation with each other. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached him. And then he asked him that you broke the mridanga the other day, and today you didn't do anything to stop us. What changed your view? And he said that the day I broke the mridanga, in the night, a strange personality came, and he sat on my shoulder and tried to tear my chest apart. And the way I tore the mridanga, and he showed the marks of those claws there. And he threatened me that if I disrupt the kirtana and disrupt the devotees, he's going to tear my chest apart. And that's what changed the perception of Chand Kazi. And later, after talking to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he became devotee. So this is what is presented here. And we have many other pastimes of Srivas Angan. Since we do not have much time, I will not go through that, but this ebook represents how once Srivas Pandit's son was died here, but he didn't disrupt Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Kirtan. How no one else was allowed in the Kirtan there, only with the piety no one can enter into the Kirtan. All the pastimes of are mentioned here, and they all happened here in Shiva's Angan. And we got a good fortune to do Kirtan there on the Shiva's Angan. Then we will move to Advaita Acharya Bhavan. It's a very small temple, and this is the place where Advaita Acharya prayed to Shaligram Sila, offering the tulsi leaves and jal, calling out to the Lordship to appear. At that time, there were a lot of ritualistic worship of Lord going on. Nobody knew, nobody was interested in the devotional service and the love of the Godhead. And because of his prayers, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth in the womb of Sachi Mata. There are many glories of Advaita Acharya Prabhu. One of them is that in the Mahaprakash Leela, which we talked about, Shiva's Pandit asked Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that why don't you show this form to Mother Sachi? But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu refused to do that. And the reason was that Mother Sachi had older son Vishwarupa, and he was a disciple of Advaita Acharya, and he took sannyas. So out of his motherly love, Mother Sachi mentally had this thought that due to Advaita Acharya, my son went away from him. So due to this offense, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not ready to give mercy to his own mother. When Mother Sachi heard about it, he went to Advaita Acharya, and Advaita Acharya started glorifying Mother Sachi, that she's the one who bore the Mahaprabhu in her womb. And describing like this, he fell into ecstasy and fell unconscious. And Mother Sachi touched his feet, took the dust from his lotus feet, and that made Mahaprabhu very pleased, and he showed the divine darshan to his mother after that. There are many glories of Advaita Acharya Prabhu, and this is one of them. Then we come to Chaitanya Mat. This is the place of it's a bhajan kutir of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This is the place where he chanted 1 billion holy name, and this is called Mool Matha, headquarter of Krishna consciousness preaching at that time. This is also the place of Sri Chandrasekhar Acharya. Chandrasekhar Acharya was the maternal uncle of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His wife and Sachimata were sisters. He was very affectionate towards Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to come here many times in his childhood and used to enact Vraj pastimes of Lord Krishna. So in the Chaitanya Mat, the deities are Sri Radha Gandharvika Girdhari and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here. And outside walls of this temple, there are murtis of the four acharyas of four Vaishnava Sampradaya. They represent that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu adopted two principles from each of the four Vaishnava Sampradaya there. In this matter, we have the Samadhi Mandir of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and there is this pastime. If time permits, I will talk about it in the birthplace of Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in Jagannath Puri. It has the Samadhi of Gaurkishore Das Babaji Maharaj. It has Giriraj Govardhan, Shyamakund, Radha Kund, and Kadam tree within inside the campus here. It is said that because Navadvip Dham is more magnanimous, more merciful, one who does Giriraj Parikrama here, it is equivalent to doing Giriraj Parikrama in Vrindavan. So this is the places we visited in Antaradvipa. We will move to Simanta Dvipa. Simanta Dvipa is named as Simanta Dvipa by the name comes from Simantani Devi temple. So before going to Jagannath temple, let's go to Simantani Devi temple first. So Lord Shiva, once in Satyuga, he was dancing in ecstasy, chanting the holy name of the Gauranga. Parvati Devi came to Lord Gauranga and asked, whose name are you chanting? And Lord Shiva described how Lord is going to come in Kali Yuga and and spread this Sankirtana movement and give love of Godhead. I think we heard about this katha in Chaitanya Mangal, if I remember correctly. So after hearing it, Parvati Devi came to Simanta Dvipa, and she started worshipping Lord Gauranga and chanting Lord Gauranga's name. Lord Gauranga, being very merciful, after a few days gave darshan to Parvati Devi, and she became overwhelmed with the darshan. And she prayed to the Lordship that you have engaged me to keep all living entity averse to you in the bondage of material existence. How will I be engaged in your service and deprived, and how will I get the unlimited prema you are distributing to everyone? So Gauranga Mahaprabhu said to him that you are my external energy. You are Durga, the shadow of Srimati Radhika. You are known as Parvati. You are Yogmaya. You manifest my external pastime. In Vraja, you are Purnamasi. You always assist me in my Leela. Hearing this, Parvati Devi became inundated with Gaur Prema, and she took the foot dust of Lord Gauranga and put in the parting line of her hair, that is called Simanta. And then she became Simantani Devi, and on her name, this Dvipa is called Simanta Dvipa. So this is the Antar Dvipa here, where our TOVP temple is, and adjacent to it right here is the Simanta Dvipa, and that's the temple of Simantani Devi. We'll go to the Jagannath temple next, and it also has Chand Kazi's dome and Bhajan Kutir of Kolavecha Sridhar, where we could not go, but Aditya Narayan Prabhu narrated the katha of these two places to us. So going to the Jagannath temple of Rajapur here in the Simanta Deepa. So this Jagannath temple is non-different than our Jagannath Puri temple. So the pastime is that once there was a king called Raktabahu, who were terrorizing and destroying all the temples and the deities, and devotees went to Lord Jagannath and they prayed to Lord Jagannath that we are in great anxiety. So Lord Jagannath came into the dream of the pujari and said, no one can touch me or any destruction to me without my powerful will, but I'm overwhelmed with the love of my devotees. So you take me tomorrow from here to Bengal. And the Sabaras, they set out next day and they walked 11 days. On the 12th day, they reached here in Simantudip, and Lord Jagannath, they started worshipping Lord Jagannath here. Till today, there is a village called Sabara village, the place of Sabara here. Later, with the influence of time, the deities and the temple disappeared from the place. Another pastime is of Jagdish Ganguly here for Lord Jagannath. So he was an ardent devotee of Lord Jagannath and used to go for Rath Yatra and Darshan for every year. Once he got a very terrible disease and he lost his vision. And nobody was willing to take him for darshan to Jagannath Puri. So he was crying. And in the night, Lord Jagannath appeared into his dream and said, why don't you go to Ganges in the morning, take bath, and a log will come and touch your head, and you will gain your vision. And with that log, carve a deity of me, and then start worshipping that deities. He did exactly the same, and the Lord's words came true. A log came, and his vision got restored. And he took the log and he roamed around in the village, and he could find no carpenter, only one carpenter. He was leper, and he was not willing to carve. He said, with this condition, how can he carve the divine form of the Lordship? After a few exchanges between the two devotees, he agreed, and he started carving the Lord. With so much pain, Jagdish Ganguly was there to encourage him, and he was narrating Lord's sweet pastime to him. And as soon as the divine form of the Lord appeared in the wooden log, the leprosy of the carpenter got cured. Lord came into the dream of Jagdish Ganguly and said, there is a neem tree close by. Go and get the Balaram and Subhadra's deities made. In this way, these three deities, Jagdish Ganguly established, and with his whole family, he started worshipping them. As Jagdish Ganguly became old and after he passed away, the worship of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra got neglected, and with time the temple got destroyed and the deities disappeared. After many centuries, it's around, I think, 1978, a Brahmana, a devotee, he was passing by and he saw that there is a termite mound there, and there is a beautiful lotus flower on top of that. Being curious, he went close by and he heard, "I want some water." A voice was coming, asking for a water. And he digged around that and he saw beautiful deities of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra Mai there. And to the amazement, it was a termite hill, but nothing, the deities were not harmed at all. So he brought the deities, installed them, started worshipping of the deities. And as the time passed by, he got old and he didn't want the history to repeat that the worship gets neglected. He reached out to ISKCON and he gave the deities and the properties and everything to the ISKCON, and this is how the worship of this Jagannath temple came to ISKCON. There was a very beautiful pastime Aditya Narayan Prabhu narrated, and somehow I could find it in the Facebook here. I would like to read it because I really, really liked it. It's from His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Where did it go? Why did it come to Vrindavan? Sorry about that. Yeah. So it says, "I have some personal pastimes that I know. I was home director in Mayapur, that is like a president. So this one person, he wanted to give us his property and deities, and there were 21 orders, the sons, grandsons, and so on. There were 21 shareholders, some 1%, some 5%. I told the pujari that when he gets all the shareholder to sign, we will start the worship. But he didn't tell me that he had already started the worship. He was afraid of chastisement. Therefore, he stopped the worship. But once you start, you should never stop the worship." But he stopped. So next day, he went to the altar and he saw the deity was not there. And then he looked and he saw the deities were walking on the field. Jagannath waved to this man and said, "You are not feeding us. We are going to Radha Madhav to eat their prasadam, eat their bhoga." So then he told that to me. I said, "Start the worship." Hari Bol. This pastime really impacted me, and I wanted to share this with you all. So with that, we move from Simant Dweep to Godruma Dweep. And in Godruma Dweep, we have heard it in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's bhajan, Nadia Godruma Nityananda Mahajan. It's the same Godruma Dweep here. We'll be visiting Surbhi Kunja, Swananda Sukhat Kunja, Harihara Kshetra, Subarna Vihar, and Sri Narsimhapalli. So Surbhi Kunj, continuing with the same pastime, Indra comes to Surbhi and said that I have offended Vrajendra Nandan, and now I hear that he's coming as Gauranga Mahaprabhu in Kali Yuga, in Navadvip, and I do not want to commit this offense. What should we do? So Surbhi suggested that we should go to Navadvip and we should chant Gauranga's name, worship Gauranga. And they came and they worshipped here. They chanted Gauranga's name and they quickly attained darshan of Gauranga. And after that, Surbhi remained here besides a banyan tree, worshipping the lotus feet of Gauranga. That banyan tree is unmanifested now, but because Surbhi worshipped Lord Gauranga here besides a banyan tree, this dvipa is called Godruma. Go means cow, Druma means tree. This is the place, Surbhi Kunj is the place where Lord Nityananda started the Namhatta, marketplace of holy name. And later years, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur pioneered the Nam Bhatta, and that's where this bhajan comes. Nadia Godruma Nityananda Mahajan Patiyache Nam Hatta Jivera Karana. We will go to Sri Swananda Sukhad Kunj. It is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's home. So in this home, this upper first floor, which we see here, is the room of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and we can see, have darshan of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's personal belongings there. His bed was there, and some other belongings were there. And next to his room was the room of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It is this place, from this place, he discovered the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and we will talk about that pastime if time permits later. It is this place, the veranda of this place, he envisioned a temple across the Jalangi River will come in the future, where people from all over the world will come and do Sankirtan, and the Sankirtan movement will spread all over the world. And that has come true in the form of our TOVP temple there. But it was the prediction of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur there. So here, from this house only, he saw some light coming across the Jalangi River. And when he went there, and then he later brought Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj there. And that's how he discovered this birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. So there is a small temple here of Gaur Gadadhar temple, which are the deities of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur here. Swananda Sukhad Kunj is the name of the groove of Lalita Sakhi, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the Manjari of Lalita Sakhi. That's why his house is named. He named his house like that. I have put a link of the bhajan where he revealed his Swarupa there. It's the link of that bhajan there. And Gaur Kishore Babaji's bhajan kutir is here. So whenever he used to come, he used to stay with Bhaktivinoda Thakur here. So if you see that Samadhi Mandir of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is there, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji's bhajan kutir is there. It is said that Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they all used to get together here, talk about Hari Katha, talk about Krishna consciousness. Here, very, very special place. Then we will go to a temple called Harihara Kshetra. Hari means Lord Vishnu and Hara means Lord Shiva. The pastime is that once Sudarshan Chakra killed some demons, and he destroyed the city, Kashi city of Shiva, and Shiva took refuge here in this place. So that's why it is also called Mahakashi. And Lord Vishnu manifested him, Lord Hari manifested himself as Hari Hara, half Vishnu and half Shiva, to show how dear Lord Shiva to him. That is this temple here, Hari Hara Kshetra. Then we have Suvarna Vihar here, and the pastime is that in Satyuga there was a king called Suvarna Sen, and he was filled with material desire, and Narad Muni came and revealed to him the science of devotional service and asked him to chant the name of Gaura Hari. He did that without interruption, and Lord Gaura Hari and Gadadhar Pandit, they gave darshan to him and said, and gave the blessings that you will become the associates of Lord Gauranga in Kali Yuga. When the Lord will appear, you will come as Buddhimatta Khan. And when the Lord came, he came as a Buddhimatta Khan there. He assisted Lord in his pastimes. He was very rich. He arranged for the wedding of Lord and Vishnupriya there. And he used to arrange for all the paraphernalia needed for when Lord used to enact his pastime. We talked about in the Chandrasekhar Acharya's Bhavan, he used to do Vrajalila, so he used to provide all the paraphernalia needed. At this place, these are the remains of his palace from the Satyuga. And these are the I don't know if you can able to see that. I had to make this picture very small. So these are the remains of his palace from Satyuga. Then we go to Narsimhapalli. This place is worshipped from Satyuga too. So when Lord Narsimhadev, after killing Hiranyakashipu, came to this place, he for resting, and he washed his hands here. Then seeing that all the devatas also came, and they established themselves here, and that is why this is called Narsimha Kshetra of Navadvipa Dham. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to come here regularly with his associates to discuss Lord's Narsimha Katha and perform Harinam Sankirtan. So this is our Narsimha Palli or Dev Palli. And this is the map. This is how it is situated. We saw this was the Antaradweep. We have to cross the Jalangi river here. If you see, we cross the Jalangi river. Right next to it is the Swan and the Sukhad Kunj. From here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Yoga Peeth here. And then from here, if we come down, we have Swarnavihar temple, Harihara Kshetra, and Narsimhapalli temple. So that is Godruma Dweep, and our last dweep we could visit, the fourth one, which represent Pad Sevanam, is Kola Dweep. Kola Dweep is called Kola Dweep because there was a Brahmin once. He was a worshipper of Varahadev. He was worshipping Varahadev and lamenting that if he doesn't get darshan of Varahadev in this life, his life will have no meaning, it will be doomed. Pleased with his worship, Lord Varahadev gave him darshan, and Varaha is called Kola, boar is called Kola in local language. That's why this dweep is named as Kola Dweep. So we had three darshans here, three places of darshan here. First is the Pormata Mandir, which is the Pradhamaya. Devotees come here and worship, so the Dham is revealed to them. Then we have Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Bhajan Kutir here. So Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj was earlier was doing his bhajan in Surikund in Vraja, and then later he came here, and he was revered as the advanced Rasik Vaishnava in whole Vrajamandal, Gaur Mandal in Jagannath Puri. And this is his bhajan kutir here. So the past time I wanted to tell how he helped in discovering the Lord Chaitanya's birthplace. So once the Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw from his house that there is a place across Jalangi where the lights were coming, and then next day he went there, and the local people thought it is a haunted place. But then Bhaktivinoda Thakur went to Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. He was very old, so old that he was not able to open his eyes. And if he has to go anywhere, he need to be taken in a basket. So he was brought in a basket to this place. Bhaktivinoda Thakur thought should be the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As soon as he reached there, he leapt out of the basket and he dances in ecstasy, saying, Hari Bol, Gauranga, Eito Nimai Janmabhumi. This is the birthplace of Nimai. So imagine such old Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, who is not able to open his eyes, jumping out of the basket and dancing in ecstasy. Here there is a sculptural painting here. If you can see, he's being taken. They're taking him into a basket there. So this is the place of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Bhajan Kutir. And then we comes to Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu. It's the temple and the deity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's a very special deity. It's made of, it's a neem deity, which was given by Mahaprabhu to his consort Vishnupriya. When Mahaprabhu took sannyas, Vishnupriya was just 16-year-old. So throughout her life, 80 years of life, till 96 years, Vishnupriya worshipped Mahaprabhu in Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu form. This is called Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu. Very special deity, extending his hands forward as if indicating, I am yours. So this was worshipped. These were the deity of Vishnupriya. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wooden shoes are also here, and they are available for darshan. With this, we conclude our Kola Dweep and all 4 Dweep darshan in Mayapur Dham. So this was our TOVP. This side was our Godruma Dweep, and this other side of the Hooghly River here is our Kola Dweep. I think we are on time. That was the time. And I have one more presentation for Jagannath Puri. I'm not sure if you have few more minutes, I can continue and talk about that, or we can conclude.
Please go ahead.
Please go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Brings us to our yatra, to virtual yatra to Jagannath Puri. Let's glorify Jagannath Puri Dham on the shores of the ocean, covering a very large area in the place is the place known as Nilachala. This is also known as Purushottama Kshetra, or the abode of the Supreme Person. It has a most pleasing and peaceful atmosphere. Even at the time of the cosmic annihilation, this place remains intact, unscathed. I reside eternally here and daily receive opulent offerings of foodstuffs. Its area is spread over 80 square miles. All living entities living within this area are, by the influence of this place, possessing four-handed forms, though visible only to the demigods and their equals. The demigods glorify this place as the most auspicious of all places of pilgrimage. The act of sleeping here is equivalent to deep meditation or samadhi. Similarly, laying postures accrued the pious result of offering obeisances to the deity. Simply walking around here is the same as circumambulation, pradakshina, and all speeches are glorification. These are all enumerated in the Vedas. This comes from Chaitanya Bhagavat. After doing the glorification, we will move to Sri Jagannath Temple, Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai, Sudarshan Ji Ki Jai. We'll see the Patita Pavan Jagannath. So Patita Pavan Jagannath, if you see here, this is our Jagannath temple, and Jagannath temple have four dwars: Simhadwar, Tiger Dwar, and elephant and horse. So this is the main entrance, Simhadwar. So in the main entrance towards the right-hand side, we have this Patit Pavan Jagannath. And the pastime of Patit Pavan Jagannath is that once there was a king in Odisha named Ramchandra Dev, and there was a Muslim ruler called Suja Khan who attacked Odisha Ramchandra Dev and defeated him. But the daughter of Suja Khan fell in love with Ramachandra, and he got both of them married and gave the kingdom back to the king. But because of marrying a non-Hindu, he got he became outcast, and he could not go inside the temple of Lord Jagannath and do darshan of Lord Jagannath. So he used to come here in front of the Simhadwar and used to cry for Lord Jagannath's darshan. So Lord Jagannath appeared in his dreams and said, get a deity's carved exactly like the original deity and install them in the Simhadwar, at the right-hand side of the Simhadwar there. And the same dream came to the head pujari, and that is how, and Lord ordered the deity to be installed there. So this is how Patit Pavan Jagannath were installed here. Lord is so merciful that whoever cannot enter, go inside the darshan, he came outside at the door to give darshan to all those devotees. Then we'll go to Radhakant Math or Sri Gambhira. This is also called Kashi Mishra's house. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after taking sannyas, he came from Bengal to Jagannath Puri. And that time he stayed at Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's house. And then he went for his South India trip. When he came back from there, King Pratap Rudra personally arranged for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to stay at Kashi Mishra's house, that is called Sri Gambhira, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed here for last 12 years of his manifested pastimes. And he exhibited the highest symptoms of devotional ecstasy here. Shri Gambhira ki jai. We'll go to Siddha Bakula from here. So this is how we are moving. If you see, we are here. This is the Lord Jagannath Puri temple. And then if we come here, this is the Radhakant Mutt or Sri Gambhira. Just next to it, just behind it is the Siddha Bakula Mutt. And then from there, if we come here, we'll come to Totar Gopinath temple and Chatak temple. So we'll go to Siddha Bakula temple. This is the place where Srila Haridas Thakur did his bhajan. He chanted 300,000 names of Krishna daily. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally arranged for Srila Haridas Thakur to stay here. And since Srila Haridas Thakur were not allowed to enter into Jagannath temple to do darshan, he used to look at the chakra of Jagannath temple and used to pray his obeisances from here. But Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself used to come daily to meet Srila Haridas Thakur and discuss the deep secrets of science of devotion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally arranged for Lord's prasadam to be delivered to him daily too. So in the pastime here, why it is called Siddha Bakula, there is a tree here that is called Siddha Bakula tree. If you can see here, the picture of it. So there are three twigs that gets offered to Sri Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra Mai as a toothbrush. And I think they come from a tree called Kumbhatu tree. So once what happened is that one of this twig got missing. And the pujari took a twig from a tree, Bakula tree close by, and offered it to the Jagannath Parivar. And that Bakula twig was given as a Mahaprasad to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought that to here, this place, the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Haridas Thakur. And he planted it here, and immediately it became a big tree. So this is a very, very special tree. It got perfection. It was a Mahaprasad, prasad of Lord Jagannath, and it was given to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, planted here for Srila Haridas Thakur. So this tree attained perfection, Siddha. So that is why it is called Siddha Bakula. The Rupa Goswami used to recite Lalita Madhav Vidakta Madhur under this tree to Sri Gauranga and followers. Srila Sanatana Goswami used to come and he stayed here with Haridas Thakur. Srila Haridas Thakur left his body here and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally carried his body to the sea. So after Haridas Thakur left his body, there was a devotee named Srila Jagannath Goswami. He used to perform bhajan here. So later years, once the king's officers came to cut this Bakula tree, because it was very stout and very healthy tree, they needed a lot of wood for making Jagannath's chariot, and Srila Jagannath Goswami asked them not to do them. It's a very, very special tree. But they said they will come next day and cut the tree. And a miracle happened overnight. The tree was standing, but the whole trunk became hollow. So now it was of no use to them. They did not cut it. So this hollow tree, we can still do a darshan of it. This is a picture here. It may not be very clear, but the whole trunk has become hollow there. So we can do the darshan of that. So that is Siddha Bakula. And now we come to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur birthplace. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we went to his house there in Godrumadweep. Before that, he used to live here in Jagannath Puri. That's where Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was born. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was praying to the Lordship to send him someone who can assist him in his moment of spreading Krishna consciousness. And once Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was born, once the Lord Jagannath's Rath Yatra was going, the Ratha stopped here for 2 days. And when his mother, he was 6 months old, and when his mother brought him to Lord Jagannath, he immediately grabbed the feet of Lord Jagannath, and a garland fell from Lord Jagannath to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And they know that this is the prasad of the Lord given to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And that's why they named him Bimala Prasad, because there is Vimala Devi in Jagannath Puri temple, and Lord's Prasad first goes to Vimala Devi before it gets distributed to all the devotees. So this is the birthplace of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur there. And then these are the two which we saw the other side of Jagannath Puri, the Chataka Parvat and Sri Tota Gopinath. Let's talk about Tota Gopinath first. The Tota Gopinath deity here. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit every day, and then he would take the darshan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So once he took the darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there, he saw his Lord in a Sham Sundar form. He was in ecstasy, and he came to this place. And these Tota Gopinath temple and the Chatak Parvat are together. Chatak Parvats are basically sand dunes. He was in ecstasy, and he was seeing that Chatak Parvat, sand dunes as Govardhan itself. He was seeing ocean as Yamuna river. And in that ecstasy, he started digging in those dunes, and he touched the top of a deity. He called Gadadhar Pandit and he said, I have a gift for you. Will you accept it? And they both digged, and the deity of the Krishna deity came out, and Mahaprabhu lovingly named it as Gopinath. I think there is a garden around it because the deity was found in that garden, and in the local language garden is called Tota. That's why now the deity is called as Tota Gopinath. So the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave this deity to Srila Gadadhar Pandit to worship them. And there are Sri Radhika and Lalita Devi here, and both of them are black. So looking at the Shyamasundar, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's color changed to as a black. So this is the mood of Tota Gopinath. That's why both Radhika and Lalita Sakhi, they are black in color. So once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu winded up his pastimes from here, Sri Gadadhar Pandit continued worshipping Tota Gopinath, but he became so thin and lean that he was not even able to offer a garland to Tota Gopinath. The specialty of the Tota Gopinath temple is that these are sitting deities. So because he was not even able to offer the garland, Tota Gopinath saw that condition, and he sat down. And looking at this, Gadadhar Pandit's eyes were filled with tears and love, and he offered garland to Gopinath and worshipped garland to him. It is the Gaudiya Vaishnavas accept that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ended his manifested pastimes in Jagannath Puri by entering into the knee of the Tota Gopinath deity here. And then the Chataka Parvat, we talked about that how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu considered Chatak Parvat to be Vrindavan in his ecstasy. So these are sand dunes, and there is a temple here. And this is a bhajan kutir of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur here. And the deities are Gaur Gadadhar Vinod Madhav. And this is a beautiful, beautiful temple inside with beautiful painting. I have a video I can share with all the devotees. The whole temple, the wall, including the roof, has beautiful paintings of one side Gaura's pastime and one side Krishna's pastime. Amazing paintings, very beautiful. And out in the outer wall of the inner where the deities are, these sculpted kind of paintings are there. So I took some of the pictures of some of these. So this is Mahaprabhu running to Chatak Parvat, thinking it as a Govardhan, and then how he found Gopinath. He's digging in the soil and finding it. This is the painting of the Jagannath Rath Yatra, we look closely how he formed different groups, and each group Chaitanya Mahaprabhu presented himself. We can see it, and this is the pastime we talked about. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is 6-month-old here, and the Jagannath garland fell on him. And many such beautiful paintings were there in this the temple, which is there in Chataka Parvat. And I think that concludes our yatra in Jagannath Puri. And after that, we went to Sakshi Gopal, that is on our way to Jagannath Puri to Bhuvaneshwar. And I think everyone knows the pastimes of Sakshi Gopal, how the Gopal from Vrindavan came as a witness to the young Brahmana, to the promise older Brahmana gave to give the daughter in the marriage. This is a beautiful pastime. It is all narrated here. I will not go through that to save some time. I'm trying to make it smaller. It is not becoming. So we did darshan of Sakshi. It's half an hour only from Jagannath Puri. So we did darshan of Sakshi Gopal there. Somehow it is acting up. Yeah, okay. And then from there we went to Krishna. This is not coming into the right size. So Krishna, we took darshan in Bhuvaneshwar, Krishna Balaram temple in Bhuvaneshwar. This is a very, very special temple. Why it is not? One second. It is not coming to the right size. I'm sorry about that. It's a very, very special temple. Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj dedicated his life in construction of this temple as the order of his spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. This is the 108 temple, last temple that was commissioned by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. We have Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj Samadhi Mandir there. I'm very sorry. This is not of right size and we are not able to do the darshan properly. Just give me 1 minute. Let me do something. Yeah, so we have Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj Samadhi Mandir in the temple, and the deities are Shri Shri Gaur Nitai, Shri Krishna Balaram, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. And then from there, we went to Gadaigiri. That Gadaigiri is the place of Shri Shri Gopalji, beloved deities of Shri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj there. These are the temple deities, and this is our beloved Shri Radhe Gopalji deities there. And Gadaigiri is a very small village. It's 3 hours from Jagannath Puri, and it is named on the name of the resident Gadaigiri, and his son was Gopal Giri, and he was a devotee of Jagannath, and he wanted to worship Gopal form of Krishna. And there was a sannyasi in Vrindavan who was carrying the deities of Gopalji, and Gopalji came into the dream of that sannyasi and ordered him to go to Gadaigiri and give them to the Gopal Giri. And the sannyasi thought it is just a dream. And the next day again deity came, and actually they beat the sannyasi and said, I asked you to go, you take me to Gadaigiri. And then sannyasi brought the Gopalji here and gave it to Gopalgiri, and Gopalgiri served the Gopalji here. And later on, the service passed down to the generation, and it came to Ghanshyam Giri. And in the old age of Ghanshyam Giri, when it became difficult for him to maintain and continue the worship, he asked Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj, who was the cousin of Ghanshyam Giri, to take over the seva of Gopalji, and this is how the Gopalji came to ISKCON in the service of ISKCON. Here we have Bhajan Kutir of Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj. These are the belongings of Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj. In this place, it is every day the seva to Maharaj is done exactly the same way it was done before. His toothbrush is taken out, his clothes are washed, Srimad Bhagavatam is read to him every day. These are the Charan Paduka of Sri Srimad Gaur Govind Maharaj. This is the Bhagavatam he used to read. With this, we'll conclude our Jagannath Puri, Bhuvaneshwar Dham, and Gadaigiri Yatra. I beg for forgiveness of any offenses I have done, any mistakes I have created in presenting this. And I hope you will forgive me, correct me, and shower your blessings and prayers for me. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. That's so wonderful, Mataji.
Thank you.
I can imagine how much time has gone into that presentation, how much time, how much thought. Sorry, I'm just doing some stuff and I walked in.